Hey folks, Matt from Brooksville back with an update on my Lego city of Brooksville and some developments in the city in terms of the overall reconstruction here. And no, it's not the park area that I want to show off here. But if I pan back out, you can see that the former beach area is basically completely gone, destroyed. So, the question is, where has that gone? What does it look like? Let's take a look. So the first thing that I want to do is I completely redesign the city and how it's laid out to use more space here is I've completely revamped and rebuilt my beach and shoreline area into something that's actually got more of a layered approach using a little alcove closet space in my Lego room here. And it took me a little bit, kind of going back and forth about how to do it, some other design work, but I'm finally happy to reveal the fruits of my labor with that. I will note that this is probably maybe 98, 99% done. I can always change things later, so I want to say completely done forever. But I'm pretty happy with how this came out. Let's take a look. Here it is. Pretty exciting. So, first, let's go over some stuff here. The biggest thing you'll notice is this whole thing is sitting on something that is a lower level compared to the regular tables. And I wanted to kind of use that space to give this desired effect. I know some other folks that are building Lego cities do this in terms of having layered approaches. With how my tables are set up, for the most part, I can't really do that without doing a lot of other work, but this little alcove provided me the best way to do that in my closet space here in this room. So I went ahead and did that. So with that, the first thing you see is we've got a water area here. Now, of course, this is not really to scale per se, since we have a couple of bigger boats out here and then a couple feet or a couple inches away are people swimming in the water. But it gives the idea that this is kind of a fun little shoreline space and beach area. But we'll start over here. I've got kind of a rocky outpost cliff area, which the idea of this is to kind of jet out from this invisible, I may do something with this later, who knows, this space here that creates this lower level. Now, the backstory I'm thinking of is that this whole space maybe could be kind of like a lower level reservoir or something, perhaps, where this water drains into, and then, you know, boats that are in this area can kind of come through and go into a lock and up to the main part of the sea, perhaps. But I just put them in here because they work and they kind of give a nice scene. But moving along here, so here we've got the shallow water space. You can see a windsurfer. We've got a few folks enjoying the beach area, the water. A couple of folks in a raft, and somebody in a kayak here. And then moving along here, sorry about the finger, let me turn on my light in the camera. There we go. That helps a little bit here too. Yes. So moving along, I've moved my little changing room locker space here over to this one corner. The first thing you'll notice is that we do have a couple of layers here too. So the lowermost layer here, we've got some sand and various things. I tried to give the illusion of some water kind of washing and crashing up on the sand here, so, you know, kind of foamy effect with waves, and then some dark tan to reflect kind of dark wet sand, and then regular sand here. Then we've got some, you know, scenes of people out, a couple of folks laying around an umbrella here, enjoying some lawn chairs, or recliners. A couple of folks just kind of glancing out at the other folks in the water. It looks like a couple of kids are playing some volleyball here. Pretty cool. So again, another kid playing, or building a sandcastle. We do have a lifeguard here watching things. And we've got a lady in the back enjoying kind of a cloaked, yeah. I'm losing it. I'm trying to think of here, but enjoying herself, we'll say. So that's kind of the lower beach here, and I tried to spruce this up a little bit with just random placements of little kind of lily flower pad things here throughout. I think it looks good. I tried to give some differentiation, especially toward the back of the sand kind of piling up with little dunes here. And when you look at it from straight on here, it kind of gives it a better effect versus overhead. Of course, I didn't actually bury underneath the dock there, but I think it hides itself pretty well. I did want to highlight too, this is kind of the main entry point, this stairway down from what's going to be up here. I'll talk about that soon. But let's go to the second level here. So I've moved through the three main shops here. We've got the beach shop and the Paradise Cafe, kind of blocked by a tree here. You can see folks are in there shopping for beach supplies of various sorts. I moved the shrimp shack down here because I thought that was incredibly appropriate to be down here. And I think it just kind of fits in well. And then the third one I wanted to put in was actually the fish fry. Because I thought that that also would fit perfectly into this little space here. So it actually does seem to blend in pretty well. The other thing I want to point out about the entire space is I spruced up a little bit, and now that I will admit this wasn't easy because of the quality of the paper, and getting into this corner was just really difficult. But I put in some craft paper, cloud kind of decoration stuff, just to give it a little bit more of a touch. And I think it works particularly over in this corner, just to give it more of a definition here. And in the back, just to kind of blotch out a bit of just the plain white. So I think it looks pretty good there. So that is the beach and the dock kind of boardwalk area. Again, I may tweak this a little bit in the future, but for now I'm pretty happy with how it actually came out. There's another set of steps to get down here, and there's the first set of steps at the other end. And then again, this is the stairway to get up to the primary level here. And then it comes out into this space. So the question is, what do I do with this? I think that this first part here is going to be all green plates, such as this here. I'm not exactly sure how to connect things yet. I'm going to be experimenting with that as the next part of this major project here. But expect that you will see a bunch of green plates all aligned against this to kind of cover up that space. And on top of that, I will probably build some park area to make this nice and kind of go from a seamless shore beach area here into a nice park space, and then more development will take place from here, moving backwards. I will note that I do intend to bring the monorail at this point all the way down to the end of this space here. I don't know if it's going to be in this section yet, or if we're going to bring it more toward the middle or toward the end. That's going to be part of my experimentation. But I think that will make for some fun times. I have that monorail come all the way down, and I'll use the existing stop that I have already and just rearrange it so it works down at this end. But pretty fun. But for now, I just wanted to show off kind of the completed look for all this. I'm very happy with it. I think it looks pretty good. I hope you do too. More to come, obviously, as I develop more areas here. I'll probably show them off in Instagram and in future YouTube videos as I go here. But for now, I just want to say, as always, thanks to everybody for watching. I really appreciate your views and your thoughts and suggestions when you leave them. Please remember to like and subscribe and comment below if you have any thoughts on this or anything else I do in the channel. And until next time, we'll see you later.